And as I look at all 17 SDGs, I think I could make an argument, some arguments weaker than others, that soy touches all of them, but I'll focus on a couple. And first off, I think that life on land one, is really underscored by how do you think about, biodiversity, and how do you think about soil health, because ultimately that's the lifeblood of so much that lives on land. But we're also acting below the water, which is SDG 14, life below the water. For soy, I think unlike the other oil seeds that we're talking about here, we're primarily a protein seed that also produces oil. So when I've talked about kind of that nexus of the energy and food complex, we've always produced for protein, we've always produced for oil, so we've been able to kind of address both of those issues. And then on the protein side for soy meal, if we look at our oceans, open wild catch is not going to be the path forward globally. We have to think about more renewable and less extractive ways for producing fish globally, which is a protein that underpins a lot of the global diet. So a lot of our work through the U.S. Soybean Export Council and the World Initiative for Soy and Human Health focuses on capacity building and market development in many developing markets around the world that focus on aquaculture. So I think that's one piece. Certainly, we've touched upon climate action as SDG 13. Where we talk about climate or carbon sequestration. Recently, as of last month, the United States Department of Agriculture announced a series of grants for advancing climate smart agriculture within the United States. And I'm pleased to report that the United Soybean Board, in conjunction with the Corn Growers Association, National Pork Board, and the American Soybean Association, were a recipient of a $95 million grant to help advance the prevalence of cover crops within the United States to, just go take one channel towards advancing climate smart agriculture and carbon sequestration within the United States. I've touched upon the decarbonization efforts in California as far as the commitments to affordable and clean energy and the role that soybean oil and by extension U.S. agriculture play in that. And then, of course, I think they're the top line goals towards the start of the list in terms of zero hunger and good health and well-being. That's anybody who's focused in food crop production. I mean, that's really the epicenter of it.